Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Strompcast. We're back again with the O behavior. It is a very nervy 3-2 win against Guimaraes that we are reviewing today. I am joined by the main men as always. I'll go from my right to left. I'll go first of all, my fellow Canuck, Danny. How are you doing today?
Oh man, I'm exhausted. I'm so glad that the season's very close to coming to the end. Seeing it, Jesus Christ!
God,
what an exhausting.
What a long
year!
What a long season it's been, eh?
It's been 2 games. It's been a long season.
It's only Wednesday.
Holy crap! But otherwise, doing good. Ready to be on for another pod, boys.
Good stuff. I'm joined also by the main man, Chris. Chris, how you doing today?
Yeah, another chill game, chill start to the season. A lot of resolved transfers, business is done. Everything's good.
Yeah, we couldn't be happier, could we? And of course, I'm joined by my good pal Sam Fonseca. Sam, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. But it's getting back to the territory of this club is going to give me a heart attack sooner or later. So
yeah,
I mean. Like, everything on paper, right, before the season started, I think all 4 of us were, quite happy with how things went. But football isn't played on paper, as we've found out, unfortunately.
That's too bad. It's too bad. Could you imagine?
Yeah. I'd be if it was on paper, I'd be the best coach in the world.
I'd be Ferguson times Zidane times Pep times Ancelotti levels of legend. It'd be crazy. Yeah. Be crazy out here. You can also follow
on FM. I'm
You're cooking on FM. I was cooking on FIFA. Look, I cooked on FIFA career mode, man.
This just popped into my head and I completely forgot about it and I haven't read anything about it. But Vaginitas went off, looked pretty bad. Yeah. Is he just fine? I haven't read anything.
That's it. It's just that he's fine.
Bro, it's not even like he's injured slightly. He's just fine.
He's just fine.
Okay. It was a scare.
Wow.
Sure.
Wow, all right, bro. What a scare, bro.
What a scare.
Drama King.
Facts.
Drama King playing up for a drama. You can follow me there. I did promise the boys on my footy team I'd shout them out on the show today. We are in the final 4 for footy. We finished as the first. We finished first overall. What a season! Not conference match day 2. We finished first overall, so regular season champions. We go into a playoff game tomorrow against a team we've got 2 wins against, so we're hoping to make it 3 for 3.
It's up to be his team 3 times.
Just got to be them 3 times, and then we play obviously the winner or loser, a second or third, depending on how the games shake out. Hopefully the winner. Team that we've beaten twice and team we've beaten and drawn once. So favorable matchups for us, but we're hoping. So shout out to the Beta Mar Kingston boys.
We will we'll be eager for an update on that.
I'll be updating you next week, hopefully gearing up for a final. Hopefully gearing up for to win a free t-shirt. Is the prize in this league.
Always a solid prize.
I mean, it's better than no prize.
It's better than nothing. Hey, man, I'll wear that shit to work. I could use a work shirt.
Still bragging rights too.
Yeah, right. We do have a game to actually get into, a real live game. It is Sporting Guimaraes, and the lineups were as follows in a 3-2 Sporting win. Rui Silva in goal. Defense of Eduardo Quaresma, Gonçalo Inácio, Maxi Araujo, and Vaginitas as the fullbacks. Midfield of Altamira, Dumbia, and Salazar. And then front trio of Jenny Katamu, Flavio Gonçalves, and Fotis Ionides. Substitutes of Luis Suarez, Luis Guilherme, Jesse Daria, and Ivan Fresneira. It was a 3-0 lead. First half, they had us in the first half, not going to lie. They really had us in the first half. We thought we were so back, and then second half came, and it was so close to being, it's so over. Danny, I'll start with you if you want.
Salazar, by the way, that is impressive, mate.
3.5 on goal point. That is
well fucking done. And he lasted the full 92. I mean,
Sam, you remember what was Adon's rating against Marseille? It's not that low.
I think it was
or 1.9 maybe.
I think it was like 2.3 or something like that.
Wow.
Like it was definitely the 2.
3.5 is just
great. How do you get 3.5
without like a yellow card or a red card?
Without a yellow or a red or anything. No own goal.
Stinking.
No own goal. No yellow card.
Old school straight stinking.
But let's be honest, right? How is Rui Silva higher?
A 4.3.
Did he save any shots on target?
I don't know.
He saved the one onto the post, which nearly went in.
Yes, that actually, in retrospect, was a critical moment.
That
Yeah.
Zalazar rating, man. That no own goal, no yellow card, no red card, just straight fucking ass, bro. It's just straight dog shit. Holy. Any
Yeah.
Grace.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. It was looking like a comfortable lead. I think I'm partially responsible for this almost collapse.
Oh, good.
Because
We know how to
I
blame
had
you. Okay.
I had went on the group chat as the game was going on. I think at 3-0, and I was saying
checks
I
out.
told you guys I should have for those who watched last week,
should put
I
5-0.
should have guessed that it was going to be 5-0. Surely this is going to be the game.
Were
So
you
of course
mistaken?
the gods, the universe,
God's
whatever
plan.
it is, Drake had something else in mind and decided to punish us, but punish me.
Is Drake a
Chatting
low
shit.
key a sport thing? Is he betting on our games? That's a good question. I'd like to know how much
That's
he bets.
interesting.
He gambles a lot. How much of a degenerate is
He's
he?
been getting a lot of good press lately.
Yeah,
Last few days.
that's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
How
His
much of a
20v1
degenerate
this time
better is
around went a lot better. 20v1 against the girls. But yeah, first half, because we do have to mention it, a really good first half that almost ended in like a collapse because of the not a collapse, but almost ended 3-1 because of the Rui Silva.
Is it a good save or is it him avoiding a calamity?
It's
I think
him
it's
avoiding
50-50.
a calamity.
I think it's a good save in the end, but like he causes it, so it's
Yeah,
like
you can't punch that. You can't react to that sooner. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on with this guy. He was never like the best keeper in the world.
Bro, he's reminding me of Adan all of a sudden.
Yeah.
We said this Sam said this last
He
week.
got
It
the
was
short
getting
arms
into
all of a
Adan
sudden, bro.
territory.
And low key, it might be just something with the age. I swear Adan also turned like 33 or 34, and then like
someone
short
replied to
arm
me
syndromes or something
that
like
he's
that.
50% Franco Israel, 50% Kovacevic, and I'm like, that's
That's
spot
a
on right now.
really good
Wow.
comparison, actually.
Wow.
That's a phenomenal comparison. What a percentage.
And 100% Adan in the
Fully Adan. He's 33%. He's got a
We gotta
perfect
sign the
third.
Palmeiras third string though.
Yeah, I
that
can't
should
wait.
solve it.
That
Yo,
should
listen,
do his
He was
job,
good at
yeah.
Nacional last year.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I watched his highlights the day we were linked with him, and the first highlight that showed up on YouTube was him saving a penalty against Benfica.
So you're like, sign this guy.
I might be sold. But
Um,
also, there's something in that because if you're playing for a small team, you're gonna be busier. So at least you know how to stop shots for the most part,
But is it only dependent on if Joel Virginia leaves? Like, does he want to
Yeah, I
leave,
don't
or
like
does he
that
just want to be
story,
the
too.
backup? Do you know what I mean? So,
I don't mind him as a backup. And
to be
maybe there's
honest,
a
he already
potential-
is a backup, right? So he'll take any move probably.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing too. How do I feel about a Palmeiras backup, like coming to us, and what's the potential of him? Because at this point, I think it's safe to say we all want a starting keeper now.
Mhm.
What's the odds
For
of,
sure.
of him taking that over too? So
30%.
yeah.
How many more devastating errors does Roy Silva need to have to get benched?
Yeah,
well, Dan never got benched, and he made
Yeah.
an error every single game.
Yeah.
But I guess
But-
it's different managers.
Different
but-
manager, yeah.
but both just as stubborn as the other. So it
Yeah.
could also, Ruben Amorim could be stubborn. We can see.
Do you think
Rui
he would go
Borges-
to Virginia?
He
I
might.
don't
Depends
know.
how bad
Good.
it got. Depends.
Yeah,
how-
it would
But
have
here's
to
the
be
thing,
bad.
right? If he wants to resolve Virginia before the end of the window, would he be like this week? Like, okay, man, show me what you got. And if he doesn't show anything, then he'll be like, okay, you can leave then.
I think he'd only play Virginia if we lose a game or draw another game, because then you've got the excuse to be like, okay, we conceded this amount of goals, so then
Yeah.
bring someone in.
So
But
yeah,
if
I
we win,
don't,
you just be like,
I don't know if the timing works out for Virginia to, or maybe he'll stick around because he sees that he might have a chance now. I don't know.
I don't know. I remember last year when Rui Silva got injured and Virginia was doing all right. I thought maybe that would be like a decent opportunity for him to like grab a starting role, but that clearly never happened. Maybe if
Yeah.
another injury
It
happens, to Rui
started better
Silva,
than
but-
it ended.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. Yeah.
We were all ready to return to Roy Silva at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
were.
So yeah, that's
content
another
to
thing
move
too.
back
I
to
don't
Rui.
believe in Rui in João Virginia at all too. So it's like one or the other. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Um,
It's like a
but
lateral. It feels like a lateral move at best. Like,
yeah, exactly. On the game itself, first half was some incredible stuff. The first goal from Flavio, pretty much from Ioannidis or from Fotis is good work. It was a great goal. It seems like we're gonna have a lot of those type of goals where players are sort of dribbling and they don't even know that the ball is about to go to their teammate and the teammate just smashes it in. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. The second goal was fantastic work. Again, the work starts from Flavio, finds to Jenny. The ball's not the easiest to control, but Jenny is just fucking incredible. Sauces the Guimaraes player, passes it to Fotis. Fotis has to be said, very impressive the way he spins the defender. The shot, I looked at it afterwards.
Bro,
it's
almost
right at the keeper.
He almost put it in the only spot it would have been saved.
Exactly.
yeah.
But he put it high enough that it wasn't.
Exactly. High and strong enough that it wasn't. So fair play to him. Because otherwise that could have been an easy save.
Yeah.
And Guimaraes also have like a very young keeper as well. He's not bad,
From
but he's not
Aston Villa,
that great
I think.
either. Yeah, exactly. So even the goal last week against Oroca, it was like kind of a shitty goal. And Guimaraes has to also be mentioned. Last week from the first game week, they created the most chances, even though they lost 1-0. So they're obviously a good team with a pretty good manager, I'd say too. And that obviously shown in the second half. In the second half, something has to be said with Rui Borges. You can also make the same argument with Ruben Amorim. I remember vividly like the Atlanta games that he struggled with a lot. We struggle a lot when it comes to playing out the back. We struggle a lot with a high press.
Yeah.
The thing is that it's frustrating with Rui Borges, and I think we all agree with this at this point, is that he just sticks to his guns, even though it's like we're getting massacred from them in the second half. And he just insists on like, no, guys, we have to play it from the back. Like, we cannot launch this forward. The other thing is that's also frustrating is like and it goes back to like the Bodo Glint games. It goes back to games of last year as well, last season. It's like the attitude there, the lack of attitude when it comes to winning the second balls is ridiculous. The lack of trying to find the right pass is ridiculous. The especially when we're up, the lack of trying to dominate in their half is again ridiculous. Like I don't.
It's almost like when stuff
chances, dude.
Yeah, it's almost like when stuff doesn't start to go their way, they just kind of give up.
Like, we didn't have it. If I'm not. I don't know if it was the whole half, but we didn't have a chance in the second half, or we didn't have a chance for like.
I don't recall having
for 40 minutes, 36 minutes.
36 minutes. There you go. Pretty much almost the whole second half.
Yeah.
So something has to be, and again, this isn't the first time that's happened. The same way, it's not the first time we've given up points when we're leading a game, right? Or when we're up 2 goals, whatever it is. The whole 16 match thing. So definitely. Got to look at the manager there. As much as of a defender I am, we got to look at the manager there. But then also a lot of individual mistakes keep happening too. We could have tied this game 3-3, and I say we could have is because Guimaraes should have had a goal before their first goal. I think it's Quaresma like tries to shield off the guy or he misplaces a pass.
Yeah.
Guimaraes gets by him, and Rui Silva just stands in front of the guy sort of thing, and then he goes around them, and then he just gets it wide or over.
Kind of calamitous, yeah.
Ridiculous. They get their first goal. It was a great first goal, to be fair to them. Great first goal. I don't think there's much to do there. The second goal, Salazar, I said it last week. I'm ready for it. He's about to be the most frustrating player that we've had since like probably Paulinho, I feel like. Because he's gonna be so good at a lot of things, but so shit at a lot of other things as well. I think he's gonna maybe be the opposite of Paulinho, where like he's gonna.
I thought you were gonna say he's the most frustrating player since Luis Suarez because he would do something stupid 4 times a game.
Low key.
I was about to say Pedro Gonzalez.
I was gonna say
last two seasons.
The thing with Pot, at least, is like even as frustrating as he's been.
Excuse, I suppose.
Yeah.
Dude, he was unwatchable at certain points last year.
But now they're all begging. Now they're begging for him to come back. The same haters online are begging for him to come back. The same haters online are begging for him to be our 8 instead of Doumbia. because we've just got the kid who played Serie B last year, but we're already writing him off as an 8. We're already writing him off as a left winger. We're already writing him off as a 10. But he has to start. He's our most important player. I think the main point I also wanted to come to too is like the fans are really starting to frustrate the hell out of me, as always, I feel like. But it's just way too early for us to start feeding into a lot of narratives already. I'm not like the kind of guy that says you can't whistle or you can't boo players. Cool, but at the same time, I think there's time and place. It's 2 games in, and at the end of the day, one with Luis Suarez, if he's still wearing your shirt, maybe boo him after the game. Maybe try to talk some, like have like the clock sort of like chat shit to him after the game. Maybe chat shit to him even online.
Don't give the
but
clock
at the game, bro, you do not whistle him before he comes on. At the time, I think it was 3-0 still, but you do not whistle him when he's about to come. He's still playing for the team, first and foremost. He's still playing for the team. The other thing too is
his strike could be worse, right? He could be not practicing or playing.
Yeah,
exactly. He could be really throwing his toys out the pram. Really, if he wanted to leave.
I will say I slightly blame Rui Bush in that aspect though, because we were 3-0 up. All we're bringing Suarez on is sort of the minutes he didn't get in preseason, which is come on. Rafael Nel is right there, and it would have been a better substitution, not just in hindsight, but because of the situation with Suarez.
He feels like he owes him minutes.
He feels like because the first game he owes it to him.
And if I'm Nel, all right, and I see Fotis, even though Nel was the better player in preseason, Fotis starting, and then Suarez taking your spot, I'd be saying, get rid of it then.
What do I know?
Loan me out, sell me. Why am I the third choice? I'm not saying that I think he should be the starter out of those two, but when Suarez clearly isn't fit, and to be fair, Fotis has done well when he started, but I don't know, man.
If I'm Nel, I'm saying, what have I got to do to get some minutes here? Like I've done everything asked me.
Wait for Suarez to leave.
Wait for Suarez to leave, or Fotis' knee to explode again. Like I don't know.
I get it, guys. But again, it's the second game of the season. It's the second game. There's so much time ahead of us. Fotis has already been rumored to be injured. Nel is going to get an opportunity this season to play, and I think he's going to play significant minutes. We're in the second game of the season, and Fotis so far has performed.
For Fotis, I get it. But for Suarez to do what he's done in the summer, try and leave to Fenerbahce, I understand the money was there. Mm-hmm. He made his own bed, really. If he doesn't do that, are we going to boo him in the first game of the season?
Yeah,
second game of the season.
But I never heard anything from Suarez saying he wants to leave. It was more so the agent. Am I?
But you know what?
So,
a player,
if the candidate is gonna,
an agent doesn't sign that. This is the Figo situation. An agent doesn't sign that. A player still has to sign that agreement. He had to willingly.
I'm not sure
could
if
have said
anything was
no.
signed though.
He's never said anything specifically. He's just indirectly said things and leaked things to the media through his agent, like stuff like Suarez wants to leave, stuff like that.
I think this comment is spot on. The fans are taking it into their own hands to try and boo him when it should be management.
It should.
This is
preseason,
the training,
you're not wrong,
and everything like that. They should do something.
I saying you were a fuckhead, smarten up, because management didn't have the balls to say it to him.
But I still think it's time and place. I think it's still
Well,
important.
Suarez feels like because he's the top scorer and he went to the World Cup,
he can get away with it.
They owe him as well. So
but who was he before us?
He's entitled to a longer leash.
I guess, but at the
that's
same
how
time,
he feels. I think at least.
I think he does feel like that for sure.
Yeah,
and I get where that attitude comes from, but also, I think that comment was bang on. The fans are letting him know, hey, you were a dipshit. Don't fucking do that, because management, it seems, hasn't said anything to him regarding it, or hasn't said anything stern enough to be like, hey, knock it off, smarten up, fix your attitude.
We've also voiced our opinion on that for a few weeks now. Mm-hmm. And even at the Cinq Violinos, I'm pretty sure fans booed him there too.
Yeah.
Like, how long are we going to boo this guy now? Are we going to boo him for the rest of the season if he stays and he scores all the goals? And mind you, let me also, remind Spartan.
No, that's actually the guaranteed one way to get people to stop booing.
Is if you stay now.
100%. If you stay and score,
but you have to score as well.
Yeah, the second part
doesn't score, then it's like they're still.
Then it's gonna be like, well, now you're really pissing us off. Yeah.
But our own fans were also booing Bruno Fernandes, and now he's like a club legend. Last year, maybe not out like loudly booing, but There was obviously some
sections.
growing frustration on like plot. And again, like these Twitter managers are all like, no, we got to keep him.
I will
can't be
say
sold,
on the
so
on the Bruno stuff,
very
it was
bipolar.
unfair to him because that team as a whole was shit, and there's only so much you can drag a team to.
Yeah, but you still don't rescind your contract at the end of the day. I kind of
I
with the
agree
fans there, but now he's also a club legend.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's besides the point. What I'm saying is like, you know, while he wears the shirt, especially when you're playing an official match, come on, bro. Wait until after the game to boo him then.
But
Wait
does
until
that not
after the
take the
game that he
point
doesn't score.
in-
I think it's the
In-
point of you want to get your point across.
Well, even that, but you mentioned about Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes won us back with the great performances on the pitch and
100%.
trying hard in trading and doing this, not storming out of training like Suarez did. I agree with you, the agent thing, that could just be agent talk. I can't blame Suarez for that, but there's been an ongoing pattern. Even when we said when he came against Estrella, what was the first thing he did? Get off the ball foul, yellow card. He didn't care.
Yeah.
And he lost his
how
head.
we saw it.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
So,
But what I'm saying, but I agree. But more so after the game. But I also think the other part is what about it too is it's not only just Suarez. I think booing the team when we're still up 3-2, when it's so clear that like they're already anxious as it is, it helps nobody. It does not help us in that situation too. And I think there's times where we can boo the team. There's times where we need to like be there and support the team regardless. And especially the second game of the season when we're looking for our first win after we already botched the last game. Let's put our arm around them at first. And then again, if they fuck it up, boo them. At the end of the game, whatever, whistle, boo, whatever, call the manager out, whatever. But at the moment where we're in battle, like we need cooler heads need to prevail. And I also think we're also just getting too deep in the media's narrative. I even tweeted this on our page, like before the Estrella game with the whole Luis Suarez debacle and stuff like that. I was saying like, you know, it sounds like Sporting's first game is right around the corner. Because I just feel like a lot of it has been like a whack job against us. Even this week alone, it's like Fotis is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Fotis isn't out. We'll see. I don't know if he's going to start next game or not.
Yeah.
But what's the truth here? They're clearly trying to divide us. It's other things with, not to mention, I mean, but
Danny's just fed up with the
going on
fake
here?
news media and the losers.
Bro, what is good with these transfers, by the way? It's
Exactly.
actually getting insane at this point.
It is.
It's getting
again,
nonsensical.
I think the fans we also need to calm down a bit. We need to support the team a little more. Again, sometimes I don't understand us because we can applaud the fan, like we can applaud the players after like shit 5-0, 5-1 losses, but we can't like applaud a brand new team when we're, you know, no longer in a a meaningless game, when we're actually in meaningful games that are up against opponents that we're better than, but are also like, you know, really fucking putting it to us as well that we're not up to against on preseason. Last few points that I want to make here with our boy Jesse Derry. I'm hoping for a big leap in terms of his quality, like Allison, because right now he's looking like a B team player, but I'm saying like a B team player off the
He
bench.
wants it, bro. He fucking wants it. He's
let's post
TikTok
about
repost.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Let's post and
he's
show it on the pitch.
posting preseason edits because there's
Facts.
nothing to clip from the real games yet.
Facts. And you want to talk about losing heads? Like he lost his head against Estrella. Like, okay, you're getting pulled down. You want to push the guy after? Come on, man. Let's get back into the game. Jenny last week was a piece of shit. This week he's the greatest of all time. I think
unsellable, actually.
Sunderland, if you're watching, that rainbow flick, 60 million now, buddy. Nothing more, nothing less. And Altamira, I hope my boy João doesn't go on the other side. I really do. I'm praying.
Bro, Altamira is a shittier version of Bellingham.
He's a shittier version defensively.
B-Tech
but the João Pelinha bombs that we were crying for.
Bro,
like,
first off, we need to talk about his goal. Dude.
Pelinha banger.
25-yard. He
banger.
didn't even hit that shit with his laces, bro.
He just fucking
He
smacked
hit
it with whatever he could.
Instep, bro. I don't know if it's a real banger.
He shot. No, I still count as a banger.
It was far enough that it was good.
It's a fucking banger for sure, but like,
Banger,
is he a guy that has the banger in him? Like that didn't fully convince me.
Yeah.
The instep,
I'm
the
convinced.
instep, Holly or whatever. I don't know.
I want to see a thunderbolt, but hey,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'll take an instep
I'm in
fucking
love.
banger.
I think he's all right defensively, but yes, he's no Pelinga. I think these two need to.
He's kind of stiff, man. He's kind of robo.
I think they wander too
Maybe
much.
it's just because he's really tall and lanky, but
Yeah, I think, and he has way too small of a head for his body, personally. But I think
What an
I'll look
assessment.
into that.
his head shape looks too tiny for his shoulders. But I think there's like either there's like a lack of like understanding between the three, because Silas also cost us against the Stilla for pushing up way too high. But there has to be like a better understanding, or maybe we need Altimira to be like Borges needs to like actually have him like more controlled in defensively, like he had Human. He needs to be a little more calm in there, because it seems like they're all just too pressing way too much, and then there's too much chaos that comes with that. But I do think this would be our better midfield. I'm still not. Personally, I can't drop Flavio right now for Doumbia on the left, because that's clearly. Although I would love Flavio in the middle instead.
Maybe
he's not going to drop Salazar.
You can't drop Salazar either.
You can't drop Salazar.
You can't drop Salazar.
But I mean, you should be able to, but you can't drop Salazar. I would just hope that moving forward, you can at least.
We're gonna call you out every time.
You're gonna rename the bridge, bro. They're bringing the bridge back.
Stop.
Salazar. But yeah, and Zalazar, like I was saying earlier that I didn't even complete the thing too. I think what happened on that second goal is he's seen his Uruguayan brother Maxi, mega guy. That was the nastiest thing in the world. And he thought he could do the same thing, but he forgets he cannot dribble. You are not. He's gonna make me miss Trincão more and more as the season goes on. Yeah. I feel it. But anyways, I
miss Trincão now, man.
Facts, but
I missed that.
I just hope he just keeps scoring, keep getting me to shut the fuck up. But overall, like team play, it's frustrating. But yeah, let's keep it going. I think good times are ahead.
I think what Danny's trying to say is Salazar could solve it all by scoring some fucking goals, as the kids say.
Fact.
Yeah, thought so. Sam, I pass off to you, my good sir.
I mean, I just want to go to one of the points that Danny said about the fans. And I think I'm 50-50 on what he said. I think we should support the team. And to be fair, I think the fans did it from minute 0 to minute 90. It was after that the boos really came. You didn't really hear many boos during the game. Mm-hmm. They were singing. They were still supporting.
I heard the whistles at least.
The
whistles Suarez, were there at 4-1. The whistles were there at 4-1. Excuse me, 3-1.
Yeah, but that's natural when you concede, though. You're going to boo because maybe they're booing Victoria players or whatever. I hear what you mean, but I just feel like the way the season has started in that regard, I get both sides basically. I don't think either one is right or wrong, but it just depends on. I think in some environments the team would come and be like, "Look, they're booing us. We need to step up next game," which is at home again, by the way. And the first game with the Ultras in the stadium for 5 years, maybe now. So
since 2019. 2020.
It was nice to hear them throughout the game. To be fair, it must be said.
Yeah,
it was also nice to see the I forget the corner what it's called now, the elite corner. These guys were on their phone the whole fucking time.
Not the lion corner. What's that corner called?
Lion's corner, bro.
Lion's corner.
You guys are on beanbag chairs. Sorry, Sam, to cut you off. These guys are on beanbag chairs on their phones half the time.
Whatever happened to
Lions? Tickets are like $3,000 apparently.
Whatever happened to Lion's store? By the way, that died a death pretty quick. Remember that when they tried to make that a thing?
Lion Store?
I feel like that was a thing. When they tried to try Lion Store for something for like one of their pop-ups, and it didn't last.
The pop-ups are still going, but yeah,
they still go. Yeah, they didn't.
Lion Store.
I don't know. We'll always have only lions can roar as lions. We'll always have that.
We will always.
I just don't see how those chairs can be comfy torch football.
They don't look
there's no back, is there? It's just like a big circle.
It's not exactly elite. Like viewing perspective either. The corner, it's not. It's fine, but it's not like elite.
It's for Lions. To be fair, when we went to FIFA Fan Fest, they had like these makeshift beanbag chairs that look similar to that, made out of soccer balls. So a soccer ball is like in like a net, and they were more comfortable than they had any business being. So maybe those aren't actually that uncomfortable seats. I don't know. I'm just saying they could actually be kind of cool. I don't know.
I'll let you know, bro.
When you go, you'll let me know. All right.
I'll be in Lions Corner soon.
I think it's a bunch of woke nonsense, personally. That's just
What happened to what about the other corner? They neglected all there's 3 other corners they've neglected.
Just wait, bro. Just wait.
What happened to standing in football? Get rid of them and just make standing zones.
What happened?
Apparently
to
they were gonna bring a standing section, but we'll see.
They've been talking. They got to go through the government for that though. Like for because that's like a whole legislation for all the stadiums they're trying to get
safe standing.
Standing.
They have it in MLS. All.
They have it. Yeah, they have it in a bunch of places in MLS. They're doing it again, and I mean Germany's always had it. They're doing it, I think, in England now. I know Scotland has some safe standing. So
I mean, Stevenage's stadium has standing. I don't know about safe standing.
It's standing. They're standing, but I don't know how safe it is.
Yeah, exactly. But some positives before we go into the big negatives. Flavio Gonçalves, last 2 games, arguably the best player for Sporting, one of the best players 100%. On the pitch. I thought he's been fantastic, and fair play to him, especially him scoring the first goal, like I mentioned, in front of the Ultras. Pretty much a full stadium, bear in mind. A couple, probably 1,000.
What was the announced attendance?
It was like 47. It was pretty good.
Yeah. All right. That's all right.
Yeah. So a kid from Alcochete doing that as well. Good storytelling, I suppose. But for me, the man of the match for this game was Fotish. I thought he was really good. I think he gets a bit lucky with the finish, but in terms of overall movement, especially for the first goal, the physicality to get the ball to Flavio Gonçalves. I actually don't think he passed it, and then he got tackled, but you know, at the end of the day, still works out, I suppose. But yeah, Fotis was really good, and even the turn for his second goal, the second goal of the game, where he turns and scores after Jenny's fantastic assist. Again, just what we needed with Suarez not really being up to scratch, and especially after Fotis' first game where it wasn't that good. I think it's exactly what we needed, and I was really impressed. But yeah, the 3 players I'll give shouts to for good reasons is Fotis, Jenny, and Flavio. Everyone else, oh man,
they were there.
Yeah,
they were along for the ride.
I'll give Kevin, friend of the show, credit because I was messaging him just before half time. He was like, "Man, the intensity's already dropping. We're gonna concede 2 or 3." And I was like, "Nah, man, it's the 44th minute. It's just going into half time, as you would expect."
Yeah.
And then we conceded like 10 minutes later, and then conceded again. I think 2 minutes after that as well.
It was 2 goals in like 3 or 4 minutes. I got home at like halftime.
Yeah, I mean they did it twice now in a row.
Yeah, I got home at halftime. I'm like, oh, like, this is blessed. I'm just gonna go. Like, I got home from work. I'm like, all right, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, it's 3-0. I'm gonna go shower. I come downstairs, fucking 3-2. I'm like, what the shit's happening here? It's like 15 minutes in the second half. What the hell?
Facts. And we were just so bad. And the fact that Samu with his awful haircut and
horrible haircut. Who advised him for that?
He got sauced by Doumbia in the
go to
first
jail.
Yeah, he did though. Yeah.
How can you let someone with that hairstyle score against you? Like crazy. And he, like Danny said, he should have scored 2. He should have scored 2. But yeah, I'm not going to repeat some of the points we made earlier. Rui Silva just needs to go, I think, or we need a replacement. Someone competitive enough that can replace him. Look at Benfica and Trubin and Samuel Suarez. It was, Trubin is probably the better goalkeeper, but they've taken a chance on a younger keeper.
They're giving Suarez meaningful minutes.
Suarez has been doing all right for them too. To be fair to him, he's a good keeper. It's like we go from like shit to shit. Because the other thing on that first goal that I didn't mention is like it was a great play from them, but it's also right at Rui Silva, pretty much right there. Yeah, how are you not getting a hand to it at least?
Yeah. The only sort of leeway I can give him is maybe just saw it a bit too late and maybe there was a body in the way, but it's still not good enough. And I think the top 4 keepers in the league save that. Dion Costa saves that.
Dion Costa, exactly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the Salazar mistake as well is just stupid. To do that in your own half is one thing. To do it on your own
enough
corner
to bump
flag
him down to 3.5.
Is crazy.
Apparently.
Yeah.
And whoever it was so bad that like Ignacio and Quaresma, even though I don't even think they could have reached that height, they didn't even think of marking. I forget his name, but he just comes off the bench. He just comes off the bench to score headers every single time. That's how they won the League Cup last year. Just scores headers, and they couldn't even mark him because we weren't expecting to lose the ball right there, man. Not like that.
No.
Yeah, and it was, to be fair, it was a great cross and good finish. But I just look at this team. I think I love Quaresma, but we need Bar, and I think we need someone with a bit more physicality.
Yeah.
I think Bar will be better defensively than I love the best, but defensively, I think think Bar will be
Forgot the
better.
best is alive. Saw him training, but
Yeah.
I don't know how.
He was on the bench this game, I think, wasn't he?
I think both of them were.
Somebody
Yeah.
was.
But yeah, I'm still not sold on Inacio as a captain. I know it's early days, like you said, Danny, but I just, from what I've seen, the small sample size, I just don't like it, to be honest. And when I see Palhinha going over to Benfica as well, I'm like, man, I don't know exactly where Palhinha fits in this team.
Inacio needs to start schmoozing the like Humlin style, bro. Like he needs to really. He's too introverted.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know where Palhinha would fit in this team, right? Because I think maybe you meant Altamira is worse defensively but better offensively, and Dumbia. Yeah. Dumbia sold me a season sold me a dream with preseason. He was so good, and he was playing a bit more attacking. Maybe that's why, but he just doesn't look like the same player at all.
But even against Nottingham, there was times. Okay, after he scored the goal, when he was in midfield with Altamira, he was still selling me this dream. By the way, there was still a nice half turn that he did in our own box that then led to a goal. He was still even as
he looked really progressive as well when he had the ball dribbling forward, and he's not been able to do that in these games. No. I don't know if he's still position, but
yeah. Again, second game of the season, he's coming from Serie B, and he's also 20, 21.
Yeah,
we did replace. He's 2021, and he's replacing like a 30-year-old, veteran in this league at least position. I know it's big shoes to fill, even though he's much taller than Morita, and Morita's a small guy. Respect my my short kings. But yeah, I mean, not impressed. You say you don't see where Palhinha fits. That's right there. That's our midfield. Altamira, Palhinha. You can push Doumbia a little up front. There's a lot of options there. I can see that. If you sell Jenny as well, Salazar goes on that wing. You put Doumbia on the 10, Palhinha right behind them.
Just letting him go to Benfica, where he played his best football in the Premier League under Marco Silva, right? So just giving him back there is just... And also the factor of, he used to play for us and won a title with us. But I guess there's no other choice for him, because apparently Newcastle don't want to bid, Aston Villa don't want to bid. So I don't know. But besides that, I mean, we've all been defenders of Rui Borges. I think I've been one of the biggest on, here and social media, whatever. But I'm starting to run out of patience. There is no excuse for this game to be as difficult as it was. At home, 3-0 up in the second half. There is no excuse.
It's got to be better.
And let's be honest, they could have taken the win. Oh, the draw. They could have easily done it. Like we said, not a shot for 36, however many minutes it was, is inexcusable. I don't care if it's the first game of the season, second game of the season, or if it's the 22nd.
It's got to be better.
It's just not good enough. And a lot of people say, it's the players, it's this, it's that. We had this last year. First, it was Schulman. He wanted to leave, apparently. That's why we were playing so bad. And it was Kenda wanting to leave. Jenny and Pedro Gonçalves, Trincao, all that. Brand new team. Brand new in every position.
Players that he wanted, allegedly. Like, it wasn't just a lot of these guys. I don't think were just thrust upon him. Like, here you go. This is you're not. It wasn't like, okay, here's Jesse Rodriguez. Fucking figure it out.
Exactly. My patience is running out. Even though we won, and that's the most important thing, it's not sustainable. And if that is a Porto or Benfica, even if it's a Braga, really, we are losing, we're dropping points. And I think maybe if we have another bad result in August, obviously I don't want that to happen, but I could see the fans getting a bit more frustrated.
Yeah, it'll explode. Yeah.
I could see the fans start like turning quick on this team.
But there's just too many factors in the team. We mentioned Suarez as well. There was that report of Suarez and Pedro Gonçalves didn't get along, and now Suarez feels isolated. Is Rui Borges to blame for that as well, because he should be in charge of keeping the squad's morale and that stuff?
That's another one of those stories. That's one of those stories I still also don't believe, because if Pot is doing all this, if Pot is going to leave, if Pot played a preseason game and then he hasn't played since because he's going to leave. Why is he getting? What is he upset about? What are you angry about? Why are you not?
But unless Suarez said something out of pocket, like, which is based on what we've heard about Suarez, I wouldn't put it past him.
The story was that when they had the argument, when they had the argument, it was the fact that a lot of people sided with Pedro Gonçalves, and that's why he felt isolated. Apparently,
Pot's the senior player, and Pot's been there longer. He has seniority.
But this is what I mean with Rui Borges. Maybe it's not his decision, but he's selling Pedro Gonçalves instead of Suarez. If it's up to me, I think you probably sell them both if they're both an issue in the
If you're
dressing
both
room.
gonna cause issues, go. Yeah,
Exactly. But
Yeah.
I look at him as well. I think he's under a lot of pressure, and I think it is showing a little bit in some of the press conferences where he's sort of snapping at journalists and stuff. I think that is pressure getting to him. As much as the questions were very stupid, and I agree. But there's just that part of it too. And the last thing I want to say, and Danny mentioned it, I don't wish anything wrong. Like I don't hate the kid, but Jesse Derry, man, you can't tell me there's another person in the B team that could do exactly that, or anyone that we could have brought in that can do exactly that. Like I said, only 2 games. I understand that, and he did look good in preseason, but it's not looking promising so far.
Not looking good, Brev.
I'm actually shocked that he got minutes in this game, to be honest.
Instead of Nell, that's one of the things that annoys
instead
me.
of Nell,
I know Nell isn't a winger, but Nell is good, and he should be getting minutes. And he's just not. He's getting minutes out of someone who's played, bear in mind, 4 professional games before this game. Jesse Derry has played 4.
We signed a fucking Jamie Tart looking regen. This guy looks like he should be fucking playing in Ted Lasso, not fucking for Sporting Club Portugal.
I don't even want to. I don't want to hate on the look, but yeah, you can't look like that and play like that.
You can't look like that and play like shit. I'm sorry.
We need more, bro. We need more so you can post more.
You gotta at least be good.
Exactly.
It's like the Samu haircut. You can't have a haircut like that and not be like totally shit.
And
like, come on.
And again, early days as well. Maybe this kid will become our Allison, because at first I feel like Allison wasn't this bad, but
no, he wasn't.
At first we were also looking at Allison like, whoa, $4 million for this, like that's kind of crazy. But I say that to say, like, just a few weeks ago, I remember us all, myself included, sort of like, why are we just loaning this kid with no option to buy, maybe like a mandatory buy? Why are we not trying to buy him? And now I look at him and I'm like, okay, well, maybe us just having him on loan and us keeping like the Blue Coke company, like the Blue Coke connection happy, maybe this might be a good thing. And then we can like just fuck off from him afterwards. Again, early days though. Hopefully like a crazy evolution happens.
Yeah, he's a young player.
You know my thoughts on the Blue Coke thing. And I think it has a part to play in it, but at the end of the day, he's a sporting player. So, like you said, Danny, I'm going to support him.
Sure.
But if he's not playing well, I'm going to call him out. But like I said, two games in, I'm not going to overreact and not going to criticize him too much.
Yeah, because he's not going to be a starter either.
No, he's very clearly like
Eden Kunda's here to be Flavio's backup.
Yeah,
but all I'm saying so far is not looking like a very good signing.
Yes, guy, I love that. Yeah, get in. Well,
this is why they pay me the big bucks.
This is how big are these bucks? This is why they pay him the bucks.
And you can find more of this on Sam's YouTube page.
Yeah, check them out. Chris, I'll pass it off to you to round things off for this match, where we move on to news and notes and whatnot.
I don't really have anything else to add other than just I think that based on how the first 2 games have gone and the precarity in the squad and the precarity that the manager's relationship is with some players in the squad and the pressure from not getting a result and then almost not getting a result again, it's going to be an interesting 2 weeks to round out the transfer window, and I'm very curious to see what the response is from a lot of these guys, including Reborge, but also from some of the players who have been underperforming, some of the players who have been brought in and haven't really played yet, as well as, guys like Eren Kunda who are just signed. I'm very, very curious that we still need an outside back.
Yep.
Maybe 2. Not going to get that hopeful.
Yeah.
We need
I
a left
wouldn't
back,
get
definitely.
overly enthusiastic about that.
I'm actually going to say I didn't mind Vayanidis the last 2 games.
He was just fine. He was all right.
I forgot to mention this earlier. I was also rambling, so I didn't also want to continue talking. But when I also didn't mind Vayanidis, but when Fresneda came on, boys, let me hold my hands up and say my bad, bro. I missed him. He didn't attempt a cross, so he hasn't pissed me off there. Because I know once we're attacking and he's on the ball, he's going to piss me off.
Yeah,
but I did not mind. He brought us some, like, when he came on, I felt a bit better defensively.
As much as we probably have an agenda, really, maybe against Fresneda, we've all said defensively we like Fresneda.
Solid.
He's
It's
fine
just
defensively, yeah.
It is just the offensive issues in a team like this where you need a fullback that can cross the ball.
Yeah, and it's also just again from months ago that under 21 game that he crossed the ball perfectly to the fucking striker, and I've not seen that once in a year and a half at Sporting.
I'm just thinking maybe it's Suarez's fault. Maybe it's all to do with him. Get rid of Suarez.
Nah, bro, the ball doesn't even get to him, bro. We can't blame Suarez, bro.
Yeah, because Fresneda looks up and just sees Suarez and like, nah, I'm just gonna fail this cross. I'm not gonna be the first man right now.
Maybe
I'm not gonna be this.
Next game, if he starts and Flotties or Nell gets the header to win it, or somebody else gets the header to win it, maybe you're onto something.
He might be onto some shit.
Yeah,
We'll have to keep an eye on that one. That's pretty funny. Actually, maybe it was all Suarez's fault at the end of the day. I think that wraps it up for this game. I don't have a man of the match. None of them deserve it. I'm not proud of the boys. I didn't believe in them. Fuck them all.
You give it to Flavio like goal point did.
yeah.
Sure, fine. We'll give it to Flavio.
I believe in the first half.
I believe, yeah.
No.
I believe. Look, okay. I actually I did believe because when I got home from work, it was like halftime was almost. I'm like, oh, cool. They're up 3-0. You know what? I'm just gonna shower. Like I want to get clean and just relax for the afternoon, evening, whatever. Come downstairs, 10, 15 minutes later, quick shower. I look, I'm like, the fuck? It's 3-2. What the hell? What happened? What is going on?
The same thing that happened the week before.
Yeah.
Thank God you lost that shower
stuff.
early, bro. If it was any later,
I hit the showers early.
4-3, bro.
I hit the showers early, man. I was like, oh, it's 4 o'clock. It's been a week. I'm just gonna, clean myself up. No, fuck that. No, never again.
The last thing I want to mention on this
That's what I get for trying to bathe.
We can move on. Is that Benfica against Caspia, halftime 2-0, final score 7-0.
My cousins
for us,
were at that
3-0, 3-2. It's just like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
We got that.
Yeah, my cousins were at that game, and my uncle's a big Sportingista, so he's like, I don't want to go. My cousin Noah's a big Benfiquista. He's like, fine, we'll go. I'm like, man, y'all made the big trek to Real Mayor. Sorry to hear that. And then they won 7. I'm like, man, how's Big Kev taking? It's like he does not want to be here. I'm like, yeah, I don't blame him. I'm like, I don't blame him. He's in there, and they were sitting like kind of among the ultras as well. So I'm like, oh, I really don't blame him for not wanting to be
Only
there.
Benfica fans there, bro.
Yeah,
It was all Benfica fans.
Yeah, I'm starting to low key hate Casapia because it's like last year. Okay, you survived against Turiense. I was kind of pulling for Turiense.
As
we can say like we lost to a first division.
It made our loss look worse, yeah.
It made it look
made our loss look even worse.
Especially because they played them after that as well. Like it wasn't. Before,
it wasn't.
So.
It was and they drew the first game against them, I believe.
Yeah,
beat
it
us.
was a draw.
Beat us, and then they lost to Casapia.
What a bunch of dipshits.
Pissed me off. 1 and 2 now because of this, the 7-0. Like, if you don't get relegated and have less points than Avs did last season, like I am praying on your downfall from here on.
I've had enough. Honestly, can I get on the train? I've had enough of Casapia in first division.
Okay.
Like you don't even have your own fucking
Get
stadium.
a stadium, bro.
Get a stadium and I'll respect you. Like you don't even have your own fucking ground.
I was there last year though when I think we won 2-1. I think it was
you FaceTime. Like I remember that you FaceTimed me. I was driving to my girl's house.
Let me just
say, I got a FaceTime call from Danny.
Mungash, what a game!
Well, that was the Mangash game, man. That was the GOAT game right there. How does believe in
game?
What a
we
game.
We haven't signed a left back yet because I feel like there's nobody on this planet worthy.
They can fill the void.
They can fill those shoes,
exactly.
man. There's nobody that can fill those shoes in the aura.
Exactly. They're trying to find a guy with half the mullet, fucking and balding.
The market is slim.
The market is very slim.
Facts. I think the reason why we haven't seen much of Nunu Sunch is because he has the bald patch in the front. He's just growing out the back, and it's just taking so long. That's why we haven't replaced. He's got.
Let me tell you, he's got the bald patch in the front and the bald patch in the back too. He's got. It's not a cul-de-sac in the back. That's a full fucking lake effect coming in on his head, man.
Yeah, he's not been seen because he's gone to Turkey. He's going to come up with a full afro. He's going to
come out looking like me. He's going to come out looking like one of us. There's a full fucking locks of hair.
Facts.
Oh my lord! What news do we already have? There's not much really newsworthy happening.
We have predictions, I suppose.
Oh, we do have predictions. I'll pull up predictions
I'm about to get
in a
points
second
on the
here.
board this week.
Share screen. Here we go. League predictions, week 2. Christian. Sorry.
Damn.
looking good, bro.
Damn.
Sorry. No points. No
I'm
prediction.
about to get points soon.
You gotta get. You better, man. Like it's still close. It's only like look at this. It's still very close. Danny,
Stop the
you
count.
got a goal scorer and the win. I got a goal scorer and the win. Sam, you just got the win, but you still got a point. So it is 3-3, 2-1. Heading into match day 3 of the season. Chris, I will start with you for predictions because I'm feeling generous. What's your prediction for Alverca away, I believe?
At home.
Home.
At home. All right.
Yeah.
Alverca at home.
2-1 win.
I'll take it.
I'll take it at this point. All right. Goal scorers.
Dumbia.
Yeah.
Ioannidis.
All right, Danny, I'll go to you next.
I'll go with a 3-1 win.
Okay, a little more
because I'm also now convinced we cannot keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Alverca looked good though. They drew against the Stilla. They looked good against Porto.
Yeah.
Porto at home. I'm gonna go with Zalazar. I'm gonna go with Flavio again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with a Maxi goal.
Maxi. All right.
No faith in my strikers right now.
Sam, I'll go to you before I finish it up. What's your prediction?
Like Danny said, Alverca have been really good offensively as well.
Yeah.
Because we've been so poor defensively, I think it'll be a high scoring game. I think it should be 4-2. I'm gonna go with
4-2. Oh, sorry. 4-2. Okay.
What would you prefer? A 4-2 win or a 1-0 win?
4-2 because then I'll get points in prediction.
4-2 because he gets points, yeah. Because if he gets the goal score, because that gives you a chance to get some of the goal scorers. Like,
yeah.
Your goal scorer, Sam.
I think on potentially his final game at home, I'm gonna go with Jenny for 1.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't want to go with the striker just because I'm not sure if Fotis is fit.
Okay.
And I don't know if Suarez will start or Nel will start. I'm gonna go. I'm actually just looking at the team here to see. I'm gonna go with Altamira again. I think he'll score again.
Bro, if he scores again, dude.
Crazy.
The agenda is on for me, bro.
Yeah. Altamira, and then you have 2 more.
I'll go with Maxi.
Okay.
And I'll go Luis Guilherme off the bench.
Guilherme off the bench.
Who also has been underwhelming since he's come on, by the way. He's had his moments, but he hides a little too much.
I was going to say Derry, but then I was like, who's
no.
more realistic?
Let's be real.
Come on now. You want to try to get points. I'm going to go 3-2, so I'll go kind of in between what everyone's been saying. I think Zalazar.
Nice, calm, chill 3-2.
Nice, easy 3-2 win. Zalazar. I'm going to go with.
Are we 3-0 up at halftime?
I think we'll be 2-0 up at halftime. They'll score 1. We'll score 1. They'll score 1.
Jesus.
I would no, thank you, Rich. I'd rather a 2-2 and then a 3-2.
If the 3-2 is like that, you'd rather the draw.
I'd rather that, bro.
That's bad. I'm trying to think who I want for my last goal scorer. There's so many options, but also not a lot of options. Fuck it. I'll say Suarez off the bench.
Rui Silva?
I'm not mad at that.
I'll be a little
Silva own goal.
Rui Silva Frangu.
For sure, bro.
I'll go Suarez off the bat. I'll be a little risky with those couple predictions. That is predictions for this week. We don't really have much interesting stuff happening till Europe and the cups and stuff start, so it's just going to be league games for the time being, obviously. Any news and notes, any transfers, any Modalidad stuff we gotta hit before we get on going here?
Some transfer ones that obviously we signed Iran Kunda. We'll see if probably he's gonna come off the bench. I'd say the next game
looks really rapid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Want to see him in space.
Yeah. Bro, I think Christian, he might be your favorite player because I seen bro painting his fingernails and his toes. I know his toes are all black.
He was wearing 2 watches and
which is crazy.
He was wearing 1 sock. Yeah, I've got my eye on him, bro.
Yeah, it was some crazy ass fit, man.
One of the first things it seems he did was upon touching down was go shopping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
As one does.
I guess in Lisbon. I guess.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
like, I need some new drip.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I hope the drip and the ball matches, and we all live happily ever after.
The end. I hope the drip does wonders. Yeah, that was what 2 watches, 1 sock. No one tell me one guy doing it like this. Show me one.
We said that
guy
Mangas
doing it
couldn't
like
be
that.
replaced, boys. It's
We've
got a strong contender.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Find me one. Who's doing it like this guy? Find me one guy doing it? No one. No one doing it like this guy. 2 watches, 1 sock, flip flops, crazy work.
On a completely irrelevant point, I think Chris said it in preseason that Pedro Lima looks a lot like Charlie Kirk, and I've not been able to not see it.
Yeah.
Every time I look at him,
I'm sorry if you're now taking this information in for the first time.
Yeah.
But sometimes he doesn't. But like sometimes he really does. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is some crazy ass work.
I don't see him often because he never plays. But when that one shot of him on the bench, I'm like, he's alive. I'm like, come on now.
Wait,
I've
we
never heard
signed
that
him,
before
bro?
too.
That's crazy.
I've heard that he's like the most Portuguese-looking Brazilian before, but him being Charlie Kirk is hilarious.
That's such a crazy comparison.
I think
when
it's
you really
the
need
facial structure.
No, I see it. I see it. Maybe that's why we haven't seen him come on.
Yeah.
Hashtag we are all Charlie Kirk.
Stop, get out. Yellow card up. Yellow card. Thank you. Yeah, descent. Yeah, that's a descent yellow card.
R.I.P.
Jeez Louise. What a guy.
On transfer news, let me get back to something serious as well, guys. We're linked with Rodrigo Diaz. I don't know how you're feeling right now. We're linked with a backup that's even younger than you, 17 years old.
Yeah,
3.5 million. That's not bad for what's supposed to be
a child,
17-year-old.
for a kid.
Yeah, he played a bunch last season for them in the Belgian First Division. He won like Young Player of the Month a couple times. Like he's promising for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Although I mean, is he
it's
for
not
the
like
B
a
team?
sure
Is he
thing
for
in
us?
any way. It's not like
exactly.
It's a prospect kind of more so. Than
for sure. It's a prospect move. You're like, I'm investing in the stock.
It's a low risk prospect, I suppose, because he's already played in a top 10 European league. But
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's something.
And the Bragança one was the other one I wanted to talk about.
The never-ending Olympiacos has 10 million. They've had 10 million for him for weeks.
Signed another midfielder.
And the Pedro Gonçalves one. It's been close for like genuinely a month. Like, it's gonna happen soon. It's gonna happen soon.
Bro, you know what I saw? That Al Ittihad has all of their international roster spots full, so they need to do business.
They need to sell Diaby.
But also they're fucked because, well, they're not completely fucked, but it doesn't help that former Braga player Roger Fernandes
is injured.
Just tore his ACL.
Yeah.
So now he's clogging one of those spots, and he's not going to play the rest of the season. Also, Algeria, Bruno Lage's team, the other team that was linked to Pedro Gonçalves, signed Darwin Nunez today. I don't know what their international spot situation looks like, but yeah, bro, this saga is painful.
Far from over.
Both of them are now. Sorry.
I was going to say my prediction is that they both stay and they're both reintegrated
Low
in the squad
key.
somehow.
Because now they're
constantly moving now.
I keep seeing both of them now in like the training pictures and stuff like that. Whereas like last week they were training on the side.
And Rui Borges said that they remain options until they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're still looking to sell them, but if they're still here come transfer deadline day or transfer.
And Rui Borges is also like hinted at like the fact that both of them have like told the club that they want to leave, but the power is technically all with the club. If we don't get the right money for them and they don't leave, like obviously they're gonna play. And then it's just like that's gonna be a shit show because then it's like as much as I love Pot, if we're playing him on the left wing, that's like 4 guys now in that position.
No, he's totally gonna get lost in the roster, I think.
Yeah.
Unless he plays amazing.
Even Bragança, Borges just played him as a 10. He's gonna be like 4th option, even behind Pot. If they play him in the middle, where Doumbia is playing, like João Simões is still going to come into the fold.
Yeah.
He'll be a
We still have
backup in there,
Silas. We still
probably.
have.
I think Braganza is more likely to leave on
Lima.
like a loan with an option to buy rather than straight out. I think
Here's the
Pedro
thing that's
Gonzalez
maybe.
crazy
is
to
gonna
me
stay.
about
I think
Braganza.
Plot maybe more, but yeah.
Braganza's a just a feud client, and he was linked to Olympiacos. Classic. It's like,
As one
how
is,
is this
yeah.
not done in like 15 minutes? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Because
Not with
Marinakis doesn't
Olympiacos.
like us.
Yeah,
Isn't that like,
exactly.
don't we
He doesn't
already
like-
have
he's not a
this,
fan.
the deal to Olympiacos pre-drafted, right? And we're just cutting
Yeah.
the name and changing the name out. Like,
And my favorite thing about the Plot thing is, like you said, like they need to free up an international spot, and all of a sudden we're like linked with Musa Diaby as well. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
That's a
we'll take
little-
him
that's
from
a
you, you
little
take him from us.
weird.
It's like what?
mhm.
But apparently
That's
it's not
a little
true.
shady.
It's already
They're
been like,
clogged up, bro.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, and even with the Braganza thing, as much as I like the guy, it leaves me with a sour taste in my mouth because we've supported you through
Yeah,
two
also this
ACL
whole thing's
tears
gonna
and you want to
happen.
leave.
Sorry, Danny.
Like,
This whole thing's gonna happen. He's not gonna leave, and then he's gonna come back and be vice captain.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Like,
god.
Both
what?
of, low-key, both of them too.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, bro.
I think I prefer both of them to Inacio as captains, to be honest.
Yeah,
Or
fair
captain,
enough. I
let's, bro.
definitely, early in the preseason, and I still hold it true. I was saying like, let's keep Pot. He'll be our captain, and I think Pot would be perfect to be our captain. He could tell the referee to fuck off and not get a yellow. Well, Inacio got a yellow.
It does
for
that
mouthing
anyway.
off, so it doesn't.
He
matter.
did that without the armband. So
That's true. That's
give him the
true.
armband
Now
for
it's-
protection, win-win.
Yeah, exactly. But again, they still give us yellows. Like they gave Inacio a yellow this last game for talking to the ref, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous. But
You're not allowed
I
to
think
talk to
that's
the
it
ref.
with this is
Not
our
allowed.
replacement if Suarez leaves, but honestly, I don't think he's gonna leave.
Going back to old rumors there.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Fabrizio Barcelona one where he was like, he's a target for
That's
Barcelona,
true.
and then the next day was like, nah, Barcelona.
No, he's not.
Pay the money.
They're like, no, they're like,
Okay.
I don't know who you got that from, but it wasn't us.
Thanks for that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna start
It's all based on them checking on him like 2 months ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
also,
all-
yeah,
it's
they've been
all
linked to like
based on
Pavlidis
guessing.
and Alvarez from Atletico Madrid and
Yeah.
Marmoush from Man City.
Yo,
and all
they
these guys.
got
linked
linked
to
to
everybody.
the funniest new transfer today. They're gonna sign 31-year-old Livakovic on loan or on a permanent,
Wow.
and then they're immediately gonna turn around and loan him out to Dinamo Zagreb, and then he's gonna be
So that's-
integrated into the squad next season as a backup.
So we're just money laundering.
Yeah.
Now. Is that what we're doing?
That's crazy.
That's just.
So
what we're
yeah, if
doing.
you're linked.
By
to
the way, I just want to
Barcelona,
point. I just
don't
want to
think
point
it
out.
means
I was
anything.
screaming for us to sign Livakovic like 4 or 5 years ago, and no
Yeah,
one
he
wanted to
never
listen
made
to
the
me.
move.
We never made the move. He only cost
No
like
one made
7
the
million.
move,
No one
bro.
made the move. I would have made the
High
move.
salary though. That's the problem. But yeah.
Yeah, but the transfer. You know what? The transfer fee was so cheap. You fucking take the risk
Low
on
key,
that.
maybe nowadays, if we had the money we have now,
I would have fucking taken a punt on Livakovic 4 years ago. Like when he
I
was
would've, yeah.
like, come
I'm,
on.
I'm with you too, especially when we had a Don at the time or some shit like
Well, that's who we had was Adon. I was screaming to sign anybody.
Yeah.
Like, this guy just had the World Cup of a lifetime. They're only asking for 7 mil. Make the move. Pull the trigger. Like, what are we doing? I feel like I've been stabbed in the heart. How much more betrayal can I take? You know, just fucking
Facts.
brutal.
that. Facts.
That's all we got time for.
My last
You got
news,
anything
my
else?
last news and notes. The only thing I want to say, well wishes to my guy Shirmiti. My
Yeah.
guy tore his ACL after Rangers declining a 40 million release clause
That's a great to
or
deny
some shit, or
40
30 million or
million
some shit like that.
for Yusuf.
And then he got
Shirmiti.
injured. Rangers, they're also in the mud right now. I think they lost or they drew one game. They lost another game
Holy
in the Scottish League right now. Insane.
Hearts! That last year was your year. This year. could
Yo,
also
by
be
the
your
way,
year.
I got a
shit
plug
right now,
here. There's a rumor that
Who's there?
Hearts is about to sign one of our IFC's best players, JJ Williams,
No
on a
way.
permanent deal. He's going to cost $100K, and
Wow.
there's going to be a 6'4"
Menace.
beast tank forward in the SPL. I think the SPL is a good league for him.
Yeah.
It's a shame this transfer didn't happen before they played Benfica because, I mean, my boy would have probably bagged at least 3 over the 2 games. So it could have been a different story there. But if that actually does happen, Shout out JJ Williams.
Actually, can I ask you a question, Chris, about Rhode Island FC?
Yeah.
Is it true that Kawhi Leonard is apparently an owner or investor in the club?
Apparently
I
he
was
was
seeing
an
that.
investor in like the early stadium project.
I saw
wow.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like it's weird, but it's not like devastatingly a smoking gun of anything that crazy.
it's just
Because
weird.
a lot of athletes do shit like that, you
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
Yeah.
They just like are investors in like, you know, different foundations that are like doing shit, and like those foundations are all kind of sketchy to begin with. A lot of the time.
All that motherfucker had to do was
but
plant
yeah,
one
it's
fucking
so
tree and
crazy. It
send
is
one
kind of
tweet.
funny and crazy that one of these random things that he and his foundation stumbled upon was like
all
investing
Kawhi
in
Leonard,
the fucking RIFC stadium.
all Kawhi Leonard had to do was plant one motherfucking tree and send one motherfucking tweet, and the NBA doesn't investigate any of this shit. That's all he had to do.
Has the trade still not been approved yet?
No,
I think
because
it's about to.
the
It's about
Raptors
to,
are like,
though.
we're not approving the trade. We're not going through with the trade until we know
But
what's going on.
the NBA just said that they found no wrongdoings or whatever like that in the Clippers, so it's pretty much expected to go through now.
Yeah,
But-
which I don't. Which
there
so
is-
That's
There's
what
basically,
sounds.
heavy
That's what sounds like where the
wrongdoing.
money laundering went. By the way,
so
to
it
the
sounds.
Rhode
So
Island,
it sounds like
stadium.
tampering and cap circumvention is legal now if your name is Steve Ballmer.
I mean, it's America, so it doesn't surprise
Yeah,
me.
I mean,
but the Raptors.
He's
shouldn't
the
be
richest
punished for
owner
that,
in the
though.
league. I feel like they were like, we're not going to try to piss him off. Which I'm sorry. That just if I'm the Knicks, if I'm the Celtics, if I'm anybody, I'm like, hey, let me just sign you for league minimum quick. Oh, you got a $50 million brand deal. It's this
mean,
new made up shell company.
Bro, LeBron James just signed for like $2 million, dude. Like, you don't think that
Like,
like,
there's absolutely some
fucking
shady
sketchy
side
ass
deal. Like,
agreement?
come on.
Like,
Facts.
he's gonna potentially take a chopper into NYC or into
Yeah.
Philly every
From
day, live in
NYC to
like,
Philly,
bro,
because he
who's
can.
paying for that? Like, I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot of
Yeah.
shit,
Moving parts
probably.
there.
I feel like the threat was if you blow the whistle on me, I'm blowing the whistle on
salary went
everybody.
from like 45 million to like
8.
4. No, it's like 4.
Oh, even less. Like
Yeah.
league. It's close to league.
It's like the senior
the senior minimum,
or
the
whatever it
vet
is.
minimum. or
Which I mean
whatever.
is
There
chill
you
for
go.
us for like the cap
Yeah.
situation, but like definitely he's getting paid.
Yeah.
I saw someone who said, I think what happened was Steve Ballmer said, okay, bet you want to take me down. I'm going to take everybody with me. And they said, all right, never mind, because we don't have the time.
Is he
the
the
energy, or
richest owner
funds."
in the league?
He is richer
One
than
of
every
at
owner
least, yeah.
combined, I think.
Wow.
I think was the
Bruh.
figure. There's 29
I think
other
the-
owners. I think he's richer than all
How
of them.
many
put
billies
together.
does he have?
He owns Microsoft. Like he's
Oh,
the
that makes sense.
like a lot of these other owners. Like
I
their
think,
main thing is
that
the
the
team.
NBA brought him in because the other Clippers owner was like
Was
old and
racist.
really racist,
Was an
Yeah,
old
yeah.
and they had to
racist
get rid of
fuck.
him. So then they got him in to be like the new, good, better one. So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy word.
you know, financial corruption is better than racism, honestly. So I guess,
Money
I guess
laundering
here's
is
the
better
thing,
than
bro.
racism.
It is an
The
improvement.
racist guy
I
was
can
probably
forgive.
doing
I can
financial
forgive
corruption,
tax
too.
fraud. I can't forgive
Facts.
racism.
He just was also racist.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just
I
racist.
can
forgive
forgive
that.
neither.
Yeah.
Good man.
But the Clippers' punishment, at least, is that they now have to deal with Grady Dick and Glorilla on the fucking sidelines.
Yeah, have fun with
Shout
that.
out Glorilla, though. I will miss you in Toronto.
I will
Shout out
miss him.
Glorilla.
But yeah,
Glorilla.
Just
the reason the trade didn't go through was the Raptors like, we're not fucking agreeing to anything because they could void his contract, and we're
Yeah.
not on the we refuse to
Then
be
we
on the
lose
hook
them.
for your fuckery.
Well, I
Which
think we're good now.
absolutely they should have said. They said we are not doing. That's exactly the stance you take. I'm not going to get
Yeah.
punished and you get off scot free for your fuckery, and I'm the one who ends up with nothing, and you end up with the picks and the players. No
There's
shot.
that one TikTok that's like, corruption is bad. Unless I'm doing it, then it's fine.
Unless I'm doing it.
My
it's
favorite
fine.
thing.
I love that.
Corruption
That is
is
one of my
bad.
all-time
It's
favorites.
true.
It's true. It's bad unless I'm
Valid.
doing that. Gianni Infantino.
But
Did
if
Gianni
I am
Infantino
involved-
tweet that?
I
Did that come from the official FIFA Twitter account? Where did that come from? I forget. All right, that is, I think, all the time we have for today. There's no real modalidad stuff. They're not really starting right now. We have some athletes that are at the Mediterranean Games, but nothing really phenomenal. You can follow him here at Sam Fonseca right there. You can follow Chris right there at the Big Chris 69. Follow Danny at SCP Danny _. Follow me at Richard _Nev7. Most importantly, follow all things Alvalade, AT Alvalade on all social media. We're trying to get active on Instagram and TikTok again. We're going to try to revive those. So follow us there as well. Most importantly, follow us on X. That's where we're the most active and where you get updates on when we go live. Thank you all for watching. We hope to see you next week. Like, share, and subscribe. And peace.